Let's take a look at another example on adding and subtracting rational expressions. So this is example 3, and it's going to be 90 over 40 minus 9 plus t over 90 minus 40. Alright, so again, remember you add parentheses is the very first thing. So anything with addition and subtraction, you add parentheses. Bam. Alright, then factor everything. Is there anything that can come out the house? No. So that's what it is. Perfect. So again, I'm going to color code it. And that's my first one. Alright, next I'm going to make the denominator the same. So I'm just going to write the numerators. I'm going to start writing the denominator as it is. And I need to make it look the same. So the first one needs to have what the second one has. So I'm just going to write that down, 9 minus 40. But because I've multiplied that on there, I now have to do it to the top as well. Now what is the second one missing? The first one has is 40 minus 9. So again, I'm going to put that there. Because I've done it to the bottom, I'm also going to do it to the top. So now my denominators look exactly the same. This is a listening check. Under the title where you wrote expressions, go ahead and put a box around the word expressions. Put a box around the word expressions. So I'm going to color code it again. Alright, then I'm going to combine the numerator and put it over the common denominator. Alright, so I'm going to put it over a common denominator of 40 minus 9 and 9 minus 40. That's my common denominator. Combine the numerator. So I have to get in the house in order to combine it because of this plus sign. So 90 times 9 is going to give me 81t. 90 times negative 4t is going to give me negative 36t squared. Again, this is your listening check. You're going to put negative 36t squared. Negative 36t squared right there. Now we're going to get in the house on the other one. T times 4t. That's going to give me 4t squared. And then t times negative 9. That's going to give me negative 9t. Alright, so we need to combine the numerator. We already put it over the common denominator, so we're just going to combine like terms. So I'm going to do the squareds first. I'm going to do the squareds first. So I have negative 36t squared plus 4t squared. So tigers meeting Trojans. Tigers are going to win by 32t. Then we've got 81t minus 9t. That's going to be 72t. Then the bottom stays the same. Alright, so that's still part of combining the numerators. And then the denominator stays the same. And then the final step is going to be to factor and then simplify. Factor and then simplify. Alright, so and draw parentheses. And we're going to take out something. And then the denominator is going to be the same because that's already factored. Alright, so what can we take out? So let's go ahead and do t outside. Okay, and then we'll say what's left inside. We're going to take each number and divide by, I'm going to start by 2. So I take a 2 outside, divide by 2, that's 16, and that's 36. Divide by 2 again, that's going to be 8 and 18. Divide by 2 again, that's going to be 4 and 9. And how many 2's did I divide by? 3. So 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 is 8. Alright, so I've got 80 on the outside. When I take out 80 on the outside, I'm going to have negative 4t plus 9. Again, because I've taken a t out and I've taken 8 out. What can I cross out? Negative 4t plus 9, because even the second one, then you just put the negative 4t first. So it's still the same thing. So that's why it can cross out. So negative 4t plus 9 can cross out. And it leaves you with 8t over 4t minus 9. That's your final answer because you can't simplify that anymore. Alright, we'll take a look at one more example. So example 4. If you have m minus 9 over m squared plus 5m minus 14 plus 3m minus 2 over m squared plus 3m minus 10. Okay, so again, the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to add parentheses and factor everything. So add parentheses, so anything with addition and subtraction, you're going to put parentheses around. And then factor everything. So the top ones can't be factored, but the bottom ones can. And those ones are the ones you obviously draw a box. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a 2 by 2 box. And then I'm going to put my first term in, my last term in. So m squared, and then my last term negative 14. Then I'm going to break this down. I'm going to, what multiplies negative 14 and adds to 5? 7 and 2, and the signs are 7 and negative 2. Put those in the boxes. Order does not matter. What can I take out? I can take out m. That's going to put m up there, minus 2 there, and 7 there. So these is what is going to replace that whole thing. So on the bottom, that's what's going to be there. On this other one, a 2 by 2 box again. First term in the first square, last term in the last square. And then you're going to multiply 1 times negative 10. So it multiplies to give you negative 10 and adds to give you 3. What two numbers will those be? 5 and 2. And the signs are going to be 5 minus 2. So you're going to put those in the remaining boxes and factor out. So you're going to have m plus 5 and m minus 2 when you finish. Alright, so we're going to make the denominators the same. Right now we have m minus 2 on the first one. We already have m minus 2 on the second one as well. On the first one we have m plus 7. So now we need to make m plus 7 on the second one. Remember, if I do it to the bottom, or if I multiply to the bottom, I'm going to multiply it to the top as well. So I'm going to put it on the top. Then on the second one I have m plus 5. So I'm going to add that to the first one. So when I multiply to the first one, remember I have to do it to the top as well. And then put the numerators of what they were. So m minus 5 on the first one, 3m minus 2 on the second one. Perfect. Alright, so now they have the same denominator. We're going to combine the numerator and put it over the common denominator. So I'm just going to copy the common denominator. Alright, for the numerator, we're going to combine. So to combine, you have to get in the house. So m times m, m squared. Alright, then you're going to get negative 5m, negative 5m, negative 25, plus 3m squared, 21, negative 2m, and negative 14. Alright, so again, when you get in the house, that's what you're going to get. We're going to combine the numerator. So that means like terms together. So we'll start with the squares. We've got m squared plus, and I'm just going to cancel as I go. 3m squared is 4m squared. And then you got negative 5 minus 5, that cancels. Then you got 21 minus 2, that's negative 19m. And finally, negative 25 minus 14 is more negatives, 39. And the bottom stays the same. So I'm just canceling, not because they went anywhere, but because I combined them. Alright, so this is what I have now. So I'm going to see if I can factor the top. So 4 times negative 39 is going to give me negative, and I'm just going to do it on the side here. Yes, you have to show this work. That's going to be 156. So negative 156 multiplies 1, negative 156, and adds to 19. Alright, remember, when I'm not sure what those two numbers are, I'm just going to write times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, etc., etc. This is a listening check. In that 2 by 2 box, color in the second and third square. Color in the second and third square. So times 1, 156, half of 156, 150 and 6, that's going to be 78. Half of 78, that's 70 and 8, that's going to be 35, 39. Half of 39 is not going to be an even number, so 8 is not there. I'm going to check 3. So dividing by 3, I'm going to get 52. I'm going to put it there. And remember, when you take half of 52, you're going to get 50 plus 2, that's 25, plus 1, 26. And that's going to give you an answer for 6. Half of 26, 20 plus 6, that's going to be 13. It's going to give you the answer for 12. And you obviously can't do 5 and 10. But I'm going to check 7, can't do 7. I'm going to check 9, can't do 9. And yes, you are writing all of this down. Check 11, you can't do 11. Alright, and then 13 repeats. So now I'm looking at these numbers. 20 and 6 is 20, 13 and 12, no. So you cannot factor that. So then this, if you cannot factor it, then that's your final answer. So 4m squared plus 19m minus 39 all over m minus 2, m plus 7, m plus 5. That's it. So sometimes you can cancel, sometimes you can't. Alright, and that's it. That's all there is to add in subtraction expressions. So let's practice. Let's get really good at doing this.
Are you listening? People dreaming dreams, prophesy.